Hi everyone, Teresa here and welcome to my everyday. So today I have another Dollar Tree haul for you guys, but before I start, I'm sure some of you have noticed I got my hair cut and I am super happy with it. It was getting quite long. If you saw my last Dollar Tree haul, I did mention that I was going to get my hair cut, and so I am super happy. You don't realize how long it has gotten until you finally cut it all off. So I did cut off about 11 inches. Most of it was out the back, so it does angle forward a little bit, so it's not very drastic in the front because I did keep it a little bit longer in the front, but it does feel really great. So if you are hemming and hawing and wondering whether or not you should go ahead and get your hair cut, just do it. Take the plunge, your hair will grow back. So I'm super excited with it. And so with that, let's get on with this Dollar Tree haul. It is quite a large Dollar Tree haul. Actually, I found a lot of really cool things. Went back to get something, picked up a few more. So that's all of it here. So I'm gonna first start off with this Crayola Create and Transfer kit that I purchased. I actually thought this would be a really cute Christmas gift for my daughter, but I made the mistake of leaving the bags out here in the living room. So she has seen it. She was very sweet. She said she probably would forget and I could wrap it for her, but I'm just gonna give it to her for $1.25, which is what we pay here at the Dollar Tree in Canada. I figured it's not a big deal. And I would have bought more as gifts, but I'm gonna try and see if this one actually works well. And if it does and they have more, I might pick up a few more and stack and put them away for future birthday party gifts and stuff, just to add to whatever it is that I pick up for the kids. So it says that it's a make your own custom fabric decal with bright, bold Crayola paint colors and transfer your cool design onto your fabric, apparel, or accessories. So I thought that was super cute. I also picked up this large Happy Holidays bag. And I actually picked this up because I want to frame it. I saw a DIY where someone actually took a really beautiful Christmas bag and they framed it. I actually went to the Dollar Tree in hopes of finding the same bag, but I didn't. And the funny story actually is that I was doing a little bit of vlogging in the Dollar Tree, hoping to show you guys what my Dollar Tree looks like and have you follow along. It didn't actually work out as well, but when I was reviewing the footage, I found the bag that I was looking for. So obviously when you're recording, you're not paying as close attention as you probably should be. So anyway, I did really like this one. I thought this one was super cute. So I'm going to cut it up and frame it. And one thing that I still haven't mentioned is, I'm sure you've noticed our background is a little bit different. I am in the same location, but with Christmas, I rearranged furniture and put things in different places in order to make room for my tree. And so right behind me is my TV, but I actually have it set to a fireplace channel. So that's what we do when we don't have it on anything. It's really nice and cozy. And I picked up this fireplace background. It's just a brick. It's just a plastic, almost like a very thin plastic tablecloth that's just all brick. And so I put it behind the TV and I'm actually really happy with it. It's nice and cute. So I thought I would put that up for the holiday season. Makes it a little cozy in here. Our Christmas tree is also in this room. So I hope you guys enjoy the background. I know usually my background is pretty plain and boring, and so I thought I would liven it up a little bit. So let's get back into what it is that I got at the Dollar Tree. Also picked up this tube of 12 red balls, and some of them are like an iridescent, almost like a satin finish, and the other ones are just shiny. They're meant to look like glass, but they're not. They're plastic, which is good because I have broken many of these in my day where they fall off the tree and you step on them. I'm actually thinking I might add them to, I already have some silver ones that I filled a nice hurricane candle holder with, and it looks really nice, but it doesn't look like it's full enough. And so when I saw the red, I thought it would look really good if I mixed the red and silver together. Also found some food items, and so I picked up these Kellogg's Froot Loops gummies, these fruit flavored snacks. These ones are the letter shapes. I also picked up the number shapes. My son loves these. Anything with numbers and letters he loves. So I do pick these up every now and then for him as a treat. And I usually get them on sale for about $2, but the Dollar Tree had them, so I thought, what a good deal. So I picked those up. Here are the number shape ones. So I picked up two. I picked up the letters and the numbers. They also had a whole bunch of cases of these little singles, these little Pringles singles, and they were marked at 5 for $1. So every now and then at the Dollar Tree, even though here in Canada everything is $1.25, they will specify certain items for $1. So these were priced at 5 for $1, and I figured if you stack them up and calculate how many would come in an actual tube if you were to buy a tube of Pringles, that's a nice tube there. That's pretty much what you would get. And normally a package of Pringles is about $2 when they're on sale. So I thought that was a super deal. My kids love them. It's nice to have as a little treat. And then this way you can also control the quantity in which they're having, because they only get what's in the pack and then you're all done. So I picked up a whole bunch. I actually have a whole bag full of them because I thought for $1 for 5, so I actually picked up 15, so that was $3, and I thought that was a super deal. I also picked up these 30 mini candy canes. My daughter was asking if we had any mini candy canes. She really likes them. I like the mini ones because I find that especially for kids, it's a lot easier than giving them a normal size candy cane. They start eating it and then they don't finish it, and then you end up with sticky candy cane all over the house, so I picked those little mini ones up. I also picked up this Smart Choice sweet and sour sauce. And I actually did look at the ingredients, and I also did look at the nutritional value. I was impressed that 2 tablespoons was only 40 calories, and I was especially impressed with the fact that the sodium was only 60 milligrams and it only had 7 grams of sugar. So I thought that would be okay, so I picked that up. I also picked up this little snack bag of Snyders of Hanover pretzel pieces, the honey mustard and onion. I actually picked these up that day because I actually wanted to eat them that day as a snack. I didn't get around to it though, but I really love these. They're not a great deal for $1.25, but every now and then for a little snack, I do enjoy these, so I picked those up for me. Also picked up some more of the Ninja Turtle sandwich bags. This box was actually labeled at 50 cents, and that's because the box was open, and it really doesn't matter to me if the box is open. Even if one Ziploc bag is missing, 50 cents, it's not really a big deal. My kids really like those. And then I also picked up these Excellent Baron Chocolatier Premium Dark Chocolates. They had a whole display of them, and every single box had a different flavor. I picked up the Premium Dark Chocolate, just the plain dark chocolate. And then I also picked up the Premium Dark Chocolate with orange and almonds. And I believe it was 2 for $1 or 2 for $1.25. So I picked those up for me because I absolutely love dark chocolate. I also picked up these Tapestry placemats, and they had this pattern here, and they had one with poinsettias, and so I actually picked up 2 of them, and I don't plan on using them as placemats. I plan on taking the 2 and sewing them together and filling them with some sort of batting and making a nice little cushion out of it. I figured for $2.50, and I already have batting at home, or I could just use an old cushion that I'm looking to replace and just take the batting out of it and just make my own. I just thought that was super cute. And then I was really excited because they were putting up a new makeup aisle, like a little display on the end of the aisle, and I took a look and they had some more of those Mariposa lip glosses that I already have and those Mariposa crayons. But they also had some Wet n Wild, and they also had some Maybelline, and so I picked up this Flirting at the After Party Wet n Wild palette. It has 8 eyeshadows, and I was super excited because these Wet n Wild Color Icon eyeshadow collection palettes with the 8 eyeshadows, I was excited to find them for $3.99 at a local store called The Real Canadian Superstore. For those of you who are in Canada, you will know what that is. They also have them at Zayres. Basically any Loblaw stores carry them for $3.99, but usually Walmart carries them for $4.99 or $5.99, but I got this one for $1.25, and surprisingly enough, they're actually colors that I enjoy. So I picked that up, and that was actually my favorite buy of the day. And then as I mentioned, they also had Maybelline, and it was mostly Maybelline nail polishes. And so they had this Maybelline New York Color Show Nail Lacquer. This one is in the metallics, and so it's this really pretty metallic blue color. I just thought this was super pretty. I don't know how well you can see the color on camera. It's called Blue Blowout. And then I also got this one in Mauve in Manhattan. And then I also got a third one. And this one is called Purple Icon. And I just fell in love with this nice dark purple color. And then of course I found more nails, and I'm actually really excited to try these ones. This is the pattern that I got, and I did get 2 boxes. I like to get 2 boxes when there's this mix and match thing happening here, just because sometimes I don't like the pattern that has been chosen for the corresponding nail that I want to wear it on. So this way, if I have 2 packages, I can mix and match a little bit better and actually make both hands match, because I also hate it when you get a certain pattern for this finger, but this finger is different. I know that sounds kind of weird, but I don't know, is anyone else like that? That's the way that I am. So that's why I like to get 2 packages when I get a mix and match nail set like that. I also finally came across these Detangler brushes. I found one in the aisle and then went back and was able to find it on display. They had them in pink and purple and blue and orange, and so I picked up the purple because I gravitate towards purple. So I picked up that. I had seen people hauling these in the States months and months and months ago, and I wanted to try it, so I'll see what that is like. And then I found more of these wood buttons that I picked up the last time. This was actually the very last package. I actually don't need these. I picked them up because somebody did comment on my last video that they were looking for them, and so I do plan on contacting that person and just seeing if they ever did find the wood buttons, and if not, then maybe I will send these to her. I also found these Père Noël and caramel, these little Fanta Caramels, chocolate with caramel inside, and I thought those looked yummy. Also picked up these little lights. The last time I got the snowmen, and I was really excited to find Santa. So they're just the little tea lights, but they've made them into little Santas. And I know some people do little DIYs where they make their own of these, but I'm not very crafty. I also don't have a whole lot of time, so it's a definite bonus to be able to buy the tea lights. Same price as the plain ones would be, that then you have to spoof up yourself, and these ones are already made for me. Also picked up these little treat bags. These ones are really cute with the little gingerbread men on them. I have a bake sale coming up at work, and so I thought I would pick those up so I could make some cookies and put them in. And then I also picked up this Florals coloring book, this adult coloring book. I thought that I would pick this up and gift it to someone for Christmas. And then I also picked up this extension cord. This is the best time of year to pick up extension cords because the dollar stores and everywhere are full of them. And this is also the time of year where I find that I need extension cords, especially with moving things around my house to try and make room for Christmas decorations and Christmas trees and those kinds of things. So I picked up another extension cord so that I have one when I'm looking for one. And I found more shirts. These ones are actually better than the last ones that I have found. They're the same label on them, so I don't know if Dollar Tree puts their own labels on, but they are 65% polyester, 35% cotton, made in Bangladesh. But what I like about these ones in particular is I find that they're a little bit longer. And so I'm super excited. The last ones that I bought, I did make some iron-on transfer things for them. I am a huge fan of Gilmore Girls. They had their revival recently. How many of you watched it? What did you think? Leave a comment down below. But I thought for fun, I would make some shirts. So I made some little Gilmore Girls inspired shirts to wear while watching the show with my friends. And my sister is actually who I did watch it with, but I'm sure I will watch it again, and I just love it, so I made them. But anyway, so I picked these ones up. I really like that they're gray, so I'll probably just wear them on their own. So I picked up that one, and then I picked up another one in a larger size because, again, I really liked how long they were. And I figured even for wearing around the house, if I wanted to wear it with some leggings, I always feel more comfortable when my shirt is a little bit longer when I'm wearing leggings. Okay, just a few more bags, but I also have some more Christmas decor. I picked up this cute little Merry Christmas sign. I just thought this was super cute. I liked how glittery it was. Unfortunately, it does leave glitter everywhere, but it's Christmas. There's glitter everywhere anyway, so I'll have to figure out where to put that up, but I really do like that. And then I found these really super cute gift bags. I just could not leave them behind. They're actually the reason that I missed the gift bag that I was looking for when I went back. When I went back to the footage that I was talking about, they were right beside these. So these ones obviously were so nice that I was distracted, but they're little purses. How cute are these? And this little tag says joy. And so their gift bag is just a little purse. And I just thought that was super cute. So I picked that up for one of the people that I'm getting a gift for. And then I got two more in this pattern. This one says happy holidays right on the gift bag, and then the little tag just has like a little snowflake pattern, and so it's just super duper cute. And so like I said, I got two of this pattern. I kind of picked and chose who it was that I thought would like each one, so those are the ones that I picked. And then I also picked up some flowers, some artificial flowers. I picked up these pretty little poinsettias, and they've got just some glitter in them and a little bit of greenery and a little bit of berries and a little bit, there's a little pine cone in there, so I picked that one up. I also picked up these ones. They just kind of look like leaves actually, or like a different kind of poinsettia, and it's nice and glittery. This actually might be also the culprit of all the glitter all over my house, but again, like I said, Christmas, who cares how much glitter is around. And then I really liked these ones. These ones are super pretty. They're also glittery, so I might actually put them all together somehow in a little vase again, because I'm switching everything around. I'm taking out what I had and I'm replacing it with Christmas decor. And we're getting to the end, just a few more things. I got this cute little box. It's actually a gift card box, so when you open it, it's actually still got the plastic on it. I'll show you guys here. When you open it up, there's a little spot that you can put a gift card, and I have a few family members that are getting gift cards from me, and I always like it to look pretty. So I got this box for one of them. And I got this one for one of the other people that I'm getting a gift card for. This one is a little tin. You open it up and there's a spot to put the gift card in, but I thought this one was really nice. The second person is a male, so I thought the nice blue metal box, and then this one is the cute little red sparkly box, because who doesn't love a sparkly box? And I don't need any more candles, and I don't need any more candle holders, but I thought this one was just super cute. It was the last one. I'm a sucker for the last one. Whenever something is left, I think somebody else loved it. They're going fast. I have to jump on it and get it. I'm worried that I might regret it and not be able to get it. So I picked up this one. It's a little snowflake, and then you just put your little tea light inside. It says tea light holder, photosphore. I don't know what that means. Maybe it's French. Anyway, so I really, really like that, so I picked that up. And then I picked up another one of these tablecloths. This is actually the exact same pattern that I already picked up. I picked up the last one for my house. I will tell you guys, save your money. At my house, I already put a little hole through it the very first day. I moved something and it snagged it. But I did buy another one. I'm actually going to take this one into work. I do run a group through my work where we all sit around and have coffee and chat. And so I thought this one was just really, really cute with the mittens and the cocoa and all that. So I thought that I would get that and just keep it, and then once it's wrecked, I'll just throw it out, so it's not a really big deal. But I did like the flannel back, so it had promise, but it is still quite thin and it will rip. But like I said, I got this one for work, and if it gets wrecked, it gets wrecked. I also picked up these little 3D wine bottle tags. You get 6 of them. They were marked at 50 cents, probably because they are from last year, but I really like them because especially during the holiday season, if you go to someone's house and you bring them a bottle of wine, sometimes you don't want to wrap it, but you want to put some sort of bow or something on it, and then this way you can put a little gift tag on it, to and from, and they know who it's from, especially if it's a big party and a lot of people bring wine, then it's identified, they know that you brought it, and I just thought they were just super cute. And then I also picked up this little necklace. It was on the end of the aisle. I find, especially this time of year when the Dollar Tree is so full, you really have to take your time and you really have to look and you need to check every nook and cranny, because I passed this up, and then when I went back to look for something else, it's when I found it, and it's this cute little necklace. I actually got it for me. I might go back and get some more as gifts, just as little added trinkets, but it says Love the life you live, love the life you live, love the life you live, all around it. And I love these types of things. So I picked this up for me. Again, I might go back and get some more if they still have them. And then finally, the very last thing that I got was this tree topper. We used to have an angel on our tree, and this year when we put up our tree, our kids said, no, we don't want the angel, we want to get a star. So the angel is a family heirloom in that I have had it for as long as I've had my tree and for as long as my husband and I have been married, and it was given to me by my mom. So it is a little bit sentimental to me, so I don't want to get rid of it. But I wanted to try out the star just to make my kids happy, so I did pick up this one. It is really pretty, especially being from the dollar store, but if we decide that we're not going to continue with the star, this way I haven't spent a ton of money on it. So I picked that one up, and I really do think that it's pretty, and maybe we'll just find another spot for the angel on a mantle or something. And so I picked that up. And so that was it for my big, huge, long Dollar Tree haul this time. I hope that you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, I would love a thumbs up. I'd also love any comments you'd like to leave me down below. What have you been finding at the Dollar Tree? Have you been watching Gilmore Girls? Anything you want to say to me is great. And if you're not already subscribed, I'd love to have you. I'm planning on making many more videos in the future. So again, I'd like to have you stick around and see what it is that I do. And I hope to see you again soon. Talk to you later. Bye.